How's it, guys, and welcome back to the channel on a really hot Sunday afternoon in Durban. Firstly, in this video, what I would like to do is to give a bit of a shout out to TechWolf. I've put the link down below. TechWolf is a YouTuber that will help you with getting views and subs. He's given some great advice that I've started to implement in my channel, and it's really starting to boost my channel a bit, and I'm really grateful for this. Now, what's nice about that little shout out there to TechWolf is it segues directly into what I want to do today. As you know, with this YouTube channel, I love to watch it and I love to monitor how many subscribers I've got and how many views I've got. I know I get into trouble with some of my YouTuber buddies where I look at my stats and I look at my subscribers and my views, and I seem to be very focused in it, and I just love looking at that because it's nice to see if your videos are being engaged. Being a YouTuber is hard work and it requires a lot of effort, and if you don't monitor where you're going, I don't know how you can build your channel. So I'm sitting on 159 subscribers at the moment and about 7,500 views. So things are starting to pick up and it's starting to get a little bit of attention to the channel. So in this video, what I'm going to do is, this is a three-parter. So what I would like to do is show you how to build a subs counter for YouTube. Now, YouTube has an API that you can tap into to get information out. It returns back an XML form of data that will tell you how many views you've got, how many subs you've got, how many videos you've got, and all that kind of information. And we can extract data from this. So what we're going to do now is we are going to build a little desktop unit that will sit on your desk and show you how many views and subs you've got. For this project, we are going to need a little Wemos. This is a Wemos Mini. Now, I've designed my own case for this and container, which I will share on this video, on the next video, part 2, when I show you how to put everything together. But this goes into the case beautifully. It's a little Wemos Wi-Fi enabled Arduino chip, easy to program it with the Arduino language, and has a Wi-Fi connection where you can connect it to your Wi-Fi router. And I'm also going to use these 7-segment displays. So I got my 7-segment displays from DIY Electronics in Durban. They ship nationally, they ship all over the country, and they are a great supplier of these kind of parts. If you are not in South Africa, there's plenty of places where you can buy these. You can pick them up on Banggood, on Amazon. So what you need is a 7-segment, so this is an 8x7 segment matrix display with a MAX 7219 chip on it. Now, the MAX 7291 chip that is on here is a great chip because it allows you to daisy chain multiple displays on. So if you wanted to show your views, your subs, and your number of videos that you have uploaded, you just add 3 of them and they're indexable. So you can reference device 0, device 1, device 2, and device 3, and so on. These are very versatile and they daisy chain beautifully together. They only use 5 wires. 2 of them are your power, your VCC, and your ground, and the rest are for the data and the clock speeds. So they're very versatile and easy to connect up to a Wemos. So I'm going to use 2 of these. This one here, I've taken the segments off. So here are these 7 segments. They just come off and they pop off very easily, and you can work on the board a lot easier without them on. So we also need some wire. You need some nice wire that you can use. It doesn't matter what colors, but make it different colors. I use red and black for my positive and ground, and then whatever other color for the other 3. But make sure that you know what is connected to what, so when you connect it to your Wemos, away you go. So let's do that. Okay, so by the magic of YouTube, there it is. I've now got the 5 wires soldered on. So you'll see here that, so I've got a connector on the top of the board here. I've got my red for positive, black, and then I've got my D out, my load, and my CLK, my clock. Okay, so that's that side. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect it to the other side of this board here. So now on this board here, I've got the input side and the output side. So this here is where our daisy chain. So on the second bunch, I've got my input here. On the output, I'm going to daisy chain it onto there. So just give me a few minutes and I'll have that soldered on. Right, now that's all soldered on. So obviously we want our VCC to go to our VCC. That's why we use different color wires so that we know what we're connecting to. So I connected my red VCC to VCC, my black ground to ground, my blue D out to blue D out, and my load to load, and my clock to clock. So that is now the two boards daisy chained together. You'll see them there daisy chained together, and you want your wires just to be a little bit longer than them sitting next to each other like this, because then when they go into the case, they sit nicely and there's not too much overlap. Now the next step is to put some more wires. We're going to put some more wires onto the other side of our top one here. So this is our top. We're going to put some more onto here. So again, the same color code. Oh, there we go. We've got all our connectors on. So I've daisy chains from the input over here. We go through to the other side, and this one goes through to our next board. So each board daisy chains upon each other. So elegant solution, nice and neat. Now we're going to fit our Wemos board. Now on our Wemos board, we've got a VCC, 5 volts, and then your ground. Right, and then we're going to use D5, D6, and D7. Those are our digital outputs that we're going to use, and those will be what we connect to the other parts. So we got the 5 volts in the ground, and then the blue, white, and green going to 5, 6, and 7. So I'm going to proceed, and I'm going to quickly connect those up. So my 5 volt, my ground, and D5, D6, and D7. And there we have it, all connected up. Okay, so let's just reconfirm that. Our red, which is on our VCC on the 8x7 segment display, is going to 5 volts. My ground, which is the black, is going to ground. My blue, which is the D out, DIN, it can be called DIN, it can be called D out, it's your digital out, that one is going to D6. My load is going to D7, and then my clock goes to D5. Now, if we get this wrong while we solder it up here and it doesn't work, we can always swap it out in the code, which is one of the real beautiful things about this, is the different outputs are addressable in code. So this is it for the first thing. I'm just going to trim this off and then we'll come back. So that's it for the first phase. So what we've done is on the electronic side, we've connected up two of these 7 segment boards together, 8x7 segment boards, and then we've connected our Wemos. In the next stage, in the next video, what we'll do is we'll talk about how to print the case. There's a great tip that I learned from Chep in that one that I'll give a shout out to Chep for. And when you come back in the next video, we'll see that. So please consider subscribing to this channel. We are really excited about pushing this channel. Thanks to my friend Tech Wolf. He's done some great help in getting more views and more subscribers. So have a look at his website and then also look at his channel. And yeah, we'll come back and see the next video on this. Have a great day. Cheers.